In the way back days when I was growing up, there was a saying that was, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I've not heard that saying for a long, long time. I'm going to start saying it. So, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And it makes me wonder if we would be hearing the sound of silence, because it just seems to me, and I may be wrong, and actually I can speak of this because I have been so guilty of this myself. So guilty, and I hold absolutely no pride in that, but I'm working on it in a big way, a big way. And that is, it seems to me that every day is Judgment Day. You know, we talk about Judgment Day in a different connotation, but it seems to me we have become quite judgmental of our fellow man. And I think it's very unbecoming of the person doing the judging, just as when I was an active participant in judging others, it reflects badly. It reflected very badly on me. And I've come to know no one is, I was never held higher and made better by trying to tear someone else down. And I don't think I was that malicious about it. I think it was just sort of a habit, and it was sort of what everybody, so many people do it. So you kind of get on the bandwagon and you do it too. A while back, quite some time ago, I saw that in a different light, and that light shined really clearly that that's really an ugly thing. It's really an ugly thing to do. I think, I really believe this. I believe if we all held our tongue and didn't, cast judgments on others, I think we would be living in a far different world. I really do. Because, first of all, if you're doing that, if you're tearing someone else down to build yourself up, it's not effective. Or if you think it is, it's for a very short time. I think it just reflects badly on you, or when I was doing that, on me. Secondly, what good does it do? What good does it offer anybody? I know, like on this YouTube channel, there's a place to unlike or dislike, I guess it's dislike, and a place for comments. And, everybody is free to say nasty things about me and free to unlike or dislike or whatever. They're absolutely free to do that and have at it. Just please have at it. I won't take that personally. I won't. But the trouble is, or the situation is this, most people do. Most people do not have it within them to let bad comments go by, and it can be really hurtful. I've said to a number of people, I wrote a little book called Traveling Home to Happiness, and I've said to a number of people, one day someone's going to give me really critical view of it and say nasty things about it. It's not happened, but I know it's coming. I know it is. And I will look at them, if they're bold enough to say that to my face, which that may not be the situation, but from afar or wherever, what I would honestly say to them is, thank you for your comment, and truly my advice to you is don't buy any of my other books, don't read any of my other books, because you'll likely not like them either. I have a different way of writing. And it I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't love it if everybody said, they hate my book or they hate my guts, but I'd get over it. I would. Because it's just not that important to me what other people think. And but a lot of people are just, they're a little more fragile in life, and I think especially those people need to be held up, and to give them confidence. And I believe it's that when people put down other people, it's because they don't have confidence in themselves. But here's my message, you don't gain confidence by tearing somebody else down. And this is my wish for a better world, and oh boy, here I go. This is my wish for a better world. If we could please just try to hold our judgments against our fellow man, or some little book called Traveling Home to Happiness, if we could just hold in our hearts and look for the good, look for what's good in people, and comment on that. Comment on their goodness. And what you'll find is you will be brought up. You who doesn't, you who maybe are not really confident, and so you've often tried to tear other people down. What you'll find is as you lift other people up, you are lifted up too. You are lifted up too, because I believe you are living in love and truth. You're living in grace and love and grace, and you're living closer to your true, genuine self. I think sometimes we have too much free time, and it didn't used to be that way. We were busy toiling the soil and hunting and gathering for food and just trying to stay warm and trying to stay alive, and those basic instincts didn't allow for judgment. They just didn't. We were too busy trying to stay alive. Now there's so many places to comment, like or dislike. You can friend or unfriend, and I think we kind of flex those muscles and put a dislike or say a bad comment. I'm going back to that, that old-timey saying, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Or if you, for instance, say you go to a restaurant and the food's not so good, or there's something that doesn't hold the standard that it usually does. Don't go home and complain to your friends and complain to everybody. Go to the source. So when you're at the restaurant, ask if you may please talk to the chef, or may I please pass a word on to the chef that the lasagna really stunk tonight, or boy, it was really salty or something. Go to the source that can change that, because you going home or going out and about in the world and complaining about it just reflects badly on you. I mean, I get it that commenting, like I'm pretty big on eBay, and I love the comment section. I love that feedback feature, because there's some people, they're just kind of bad doers. They just kind of are, and there's no pleasing them, and they're just trouble. And I think that's a grand exercise of comments, as long as they're honest, as long as they're 100% honest. But when you start seeing a pattern and people start getting a whole bunch of bad feedback, there's a pattern there. But again, I just think we should give people the benefit of the doubt. And if you can hold it in your heart to give nice comments to people, to bring out the good in them, you will be lifted up. You will truly be lifted up. One of my quotes is, "If spare with criticism and generous with compliments, more cause for the latter always follows." And it's true. You give it a go. Give yourself a week, or and do your best to hold back the negative comments and criticism. And rather than that, comment on what you see that is good. Make say it loud and proud what you find. When someone does something wonderful, comment on it and thank them, and see what happens, because this is a true phenomenon, and it will be proven to you to be true if you give it a go. The more you give generous compliments and the less you are critical, you'll have more and more reason to see the good and to compliment on more things. Try it. Give it a go. And I just wish, if I was designing a couple days in the future and I could pick something, I would have people hold their criticism, hold Judgment Day. Who made you the boss to be the judge of all others? You're not. We're all the same. We're all just as good, just equally as flawed in our perfection as the other guy or gal. And so what does it matter? Why do we find it? Why do we have to judge? I just don't get it. Once you get over that bad habit, and I believe that's all it is, it's just a habit, you will see so much goodness, and the occasion to criticize will be no more. It just will be no more. So let's leave Judgment Day for the one who's done no wrong. And that's what I wish for you today, to give a little thought to. Take from it what you will, and leave the rest on the floor, I guess. So thank you for coming again. I just so appreciate anybody listening, because I get these thoughts in my mind, and they need to go somewhere, and so they're landing on YouTube, and I hope they land on your lap sometime so you can hear them. And if you like to comment, please do. And thank you. I love you, and I will be yapping at you again soon. Bye.